Now going to question 15, starting with the prompt, we're looking for the choice that completes the text. And when you get a question that's asking you to complete the text, yes, this question is predictive, asking what's coming next. But if you simply summarize the text, one answer usually matches your summary. So let's try that. This ancient civilization formed between two large rivers in an area that is now Iraq and Syria. The extremely hot and sunny weather in that area helped crops grow very quickly, but it also made it hard to keep the crops from drying up and dying. So they used water from the rivers in their farming. That method worked so well that they could often harvest even more crops than they needed in a season. As a result, the Sumerians either invented a method that continues today, or maybe they flourished because they had all the crops they need, which kind of means they'll have all the money they need. So let's see if either of these are coming into the answer choices. So A says the Sumerians harvested crops only on the hottest days. Well, if they're getting their water from a river, I don't think that has anything to do with whether they're harvesting on hot or cool days. Now going to answer choice B. B says the Sumerians found ways to shield their crops from the sun. They weren't shielding their crops, they were just rerouting water. C. The Sumerians did not begin farming until after 4000 BCE. I don't think it was saying that they had never farmed. I think it was saying that their farming became more successful after they discovered how to use the river for irrigation. D. They were able to store extra crops for later use. That sounds great. It's not what I said in my own words, which is totally fine, because the purpose of saying things in your own words first is that it forces you to just more deeply understand what you're reading, not necessarily that you're going to always perfectly predict what the answers say. But we definitely saw that. We saw they could harvest even more crops than they needed. So what are they going to do? They're going to store those crops. So I think here you can kind of see how just summarizing what you have kind of makes the right answer more obvious. And so the answer here is D.